Welcome to Frensham Trout Fishery. This can best be described as a natural, small Stillwater nestled in the hills of Surrey. Frensham is known for particularly good insect hatches, including a wonderful mayfly hatch in spring to early summer every year, which lasts for many weeks. So if you fancy a bit of dry fly action, Frensham is the spot for you. Firstly, a very quick chat with the fishery manager, Matthew Carroll.
Hello everybody, it's Chad here at the wonderful Frensham Trout Fishery. Standing to my right is Matthew Carroll, the manager of this venue.
Hi, welcome everybody, nice to have you here. Hi Chad, how are you?
Always a pleasure to be here, mate.
Lovely job.
Okay Matthew, can you tell me a little bit about the background of this venue please?
This piece of land was purchased in the mid-70s by the owner, the late owner Richard Dwight. At that time it was just a stream running through the wooded valley, and he's dammed it and put these banks in to create the pools that we see today. The fishery opened in 1979, so we've been running for 43 years now, and yeah,
that's a long time.
It's a long time. It's just really it's a testament to the nature and to the Richard's work here over the years. So.
And what a venue it is, got.
Very, very, very beautiful. It's an ancient oak woodland. This is a tributary of the River Wey, and then that goes into the River Thames. So, yeah, spring fed, very lucky, lots of shade and lots of good flow of water.
One of the biggest things here, let's say, is the flow of water. It really does help with the oxygenation and also the fish offer.
Yes, definitely. Fish are happier. There's up to 1 million gallons, 1 million to 1.5 million gallons that goes through every day. So, like rich oxygenation in the water.
That's a lot of H2O, mate.
Yeah, there's a lot of H2O. A lot of aqua.
A lot of aqua. To become manager of the venue, what's been your approach to the ticketing system here?
Before I started as manager, the ticketing system was more biased towards catch and release. There was actually a catch and release ticket on its own, and over the course of being caught and released, these fish just get a bit gaunt, a bit malnourished, and they get damaged inevitably in the net, even with the best handling. So everybody now will take the first 2 fish, and then that will be followed by catch and release. I'm up to 6 fish, which gives you good sport through the day, so you don't have to just pack up and go home after you've got your bag.
Wonderful. I know we've had conversations before, and I'm a big fan of the mixed ticket. I think it gives you a full day sport, and inevitably it does give better sport for everyone because there's always fresh fish trickling into the system, which makes everyone catches.
We want to introduce fresh fish more regularly, so then you get that mix of wily fish that are going to take more natural patterns, but you've still got your lure, the fish that will chase lures, lure bashing or stocky bashing, and you can always guarantee to get a few fish.
So something for the novice and something for the pro.
Yeah,
if you want to catch on your dries or your lures, it caters for everybody.
Accommodate for all. We'll try to.
Would you be able to tell me what species of fish you stock here at Frensham?
Yeah, here at Frensham we're stocked with rainbow trout, brown trout, tiger trout and Spartic chars. With more of a focus on the last 3, brown trout, tiger trout and Spartic chars. There's a couple of hybrids in there, the tiger trout and the Spartic. These fish provide better sport and they fight better generally, would you agree?
I agree, especially in the summer months when it gets a little bit warm. I think they just handle the heat better than the rainbow.
They sit a little bit lower in the table of the water, so maybe that helps with that. And they're much more aggressive on the take, aren't they?
Absolutely, especially the tiger trout. Literally will pull your line out of your hand sometimes and really want that fly.
It's like a Jaws moment sometimes coming up to see the fish. Whereas the rainbows, once they've been caught a few times, sitting that bit higher in the water and just mulling around, not really with much purpose. Whereas a brown will sit in its lie and feed from a lower position in the cooler waters of the depths. So yeah.
Variety is the spice of life, as they say.
It certainly is, Chad, and you get a bit of variety coming here, I tell you that.
what's available for the novice angler here at Frensham?
Yeah, so we encourage beginners, definitely. We need new ambassadors for the sport, and to keep our rivers clean and safe, and to pass on knowledge to future generations. So we provide tuition with tackle included, or if you've done it before and you just want to brush off the cobwebs, we can sort you out with a rod hire as well. And I'll always be here to give you some friendly tips.
Let's take a quick look at some of my recommended patterns and me catching on these said patterns at Frensham. There folks, go! Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Whew. That was a wonderful take. Whew. What do I have on the end of my line, folks? That looks like quite a nice fish. I do quite like this Alps bloodworm today, it seems. Wow, nice. Struth. That is one angry little fish. There's a little fish, I don't know what it is, haven't seen it yet. That could be a Spartic. Oh, it could be a Spartic or something, guys. It's going very, very nicely. Yeah, it's a Spartic, guys. Wow. So that was on the Alps bloodworm. Absolutely went well. That's about a good 2.5 pound, that Spartic. He's still full of energy. Gently release him. 2.5, 3 pound. Wow, what a fish. Yeah, they're definitely fry bashing. Time to move, I think. Whew. They're definitely on the fry, guys. There we go. Right, time to let someone else have this spot, I think. Ooh. There we go. Okay, let's have him in, and he's in. Right, guys, I can see a few trout down here, so it'll be a bit stealthy. On this stalking bug, I think they've already just seen me. Oh, close, 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 close. There we go. That's nicely done. Size 16 when all else fails. Wow, wow. Oh, that's a run and a half, guys. Oh, wow. Very good stock here. Size 16 waif. That's a lovely fish. Oh. That's not ready yet. Oh, there we go. It's wrapped in the line. Got him. There we go. Tiny when all else fails, just a couple of specks. So there he is, just recovering. Let's give him a... He did fight quite well, so just going to give him a minute to recover. There we go. Whew. Wow, that was awesome. Hello dudes, we're here on the main lake and the sun's come out now, so it's a nice time for the dry fly. It's just gone past lunchtime. I'm going to be using a fly created by my good friend Martin Williams. This indicator suspended buzzer. So it's got the floaty bit there and this buzzer suspends underneath the surface. Let's see if this nice fun fly, so let's see if this really cool method of suspending a buzzer yields results. So I can see the cruising fish, I can cast to them. It's quite a way out though, like right on the edge of my cast I would say. Plonk. Oh wow, that was awesome. Woohoo. Suspender buzzer, guys. That was great. Thank you, Mr. Williams. It does. That worked an absolute treat. Whew. Oh, there we go. So I saw it, I cast to it, and he had it. So what fish we got here? Is that a rainbow? Oh, it's a brownie. Look at that, guys. Credit to the fishery again. Fishing lots, stocking lots of browns. Gentle, otherwise it'll break the... Wow. That was absolutely epic, folks. Absolutely epic. And that fish has got loads of energy. And he goes. And off he swims. Frensham Trout Fishery can best be described as an intimate small water with 6 pools and lakes which can be explored at your leisure. Being a smaller still water is best enjoyed with a 4 or 5 weight outfit. A floating line will be fine, but sometimes an intermediate line is beneficial, especially during the winter months when the fish can lie that little bit deeper in the water. Now you can catch fish at Frensham Trout Fishery using lures, but for me one of the best kept secrets of Frensham is that it has some wonderful dry fly sport. And I have caught many fish here on the dry fly, especially during May where they have a magnificent mayfly hatch. But what is a little bit unusual for this place is the fact that in the winter months you can still catch fish on the dry fly, even as late in the season as December. And that is exceptionally rare indeed. There we go. On the yellow apps worm. That's bloodworm. Oh, that's a lovely looking perch. Awesome-tastic. Wasn't aware that this particular pool had caught fish. That's a lovely chunky perch. Okay, let's bring you in. There we go. So beautiful. Some wild trout in here which breed naturally in the water and are not stocked. Really gently with wet hands. There we go. Let's come out. Look at that. Absolutely stunning
Little brownie. So I wet my hands. I wouldn't normally do that. There he goes. That apps must have been half the size he was. Oh, that's a big old carp there. That'd be fun. That'd be fun on a 5-weight fly rod. I think Mr. Carp. He just literally has taken my dry fly, and that's a big carp. Oh my word. I was joking. I was actually joking. I was like, ha ha, let's put this dry fly to that carp. Or was that a big trout? It could be a big trout actually. Wow. That's one of them moments when I'm like, nah, that won't happen. Keep the line tight. Yeah, it's a carp. Took my bleeding dry fly. I'll put him on the reel because it's much better to... I've never caught a carp on a 5-weight rod. I've always caught them on sort of a 7-weight. I cannot believe that he just went up and took the dry fly and my line started going. I was like, what? Wow. Very unexpected. That's a nice cut. Not a bad carp actually. Nice condition. Not the target species today, folks. Oh. That was stupendous. A first for me, guys. I've fly fished for carp, you know, with dog biscuit mixers. I've never actually naturally caught a carp on a proper insect imitation, you know, off the top like that before. How cool was that? Oh, mate. 5-weight rod as well. Come on, you. Oh. Wow. And there's a little dry fly in his mouth. I think that has actually made my day, guys. Actually has made my day. About a 4-pound carp there. Awesome. First for me. Right, Mr. Carpy, thank you for that.
For further details as well as booking information, please visit www.fishcountryleisure.com.